Hey, gang. Peace and blessings, everyone. Hey, Darlisha. Hey, Yaya. Hey, Natasha Lightworker. Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody is well. Uh-oh. Oh, that was an echo. I hope everybody is well and doing great. So I had about an hour, y'all, to hop on here and kick it with my gang on YouTube, do some donation readings if y'all want to, or we can just talk, child. I got a little bit of time to chat with my YouTube family. How y'all doing? Y'all been doing y'all? Are y'all preparing for New Year's Eve and to bring that prosperity in and bring them blessings in for the year of 2024, child? I can't believe we already in 2024. It seems like this year has went by so fast. It's not even funny. It feels long. It felt long but short at the same time, child. If that makes sense. So how are y'all doing? Can y'all hear me? Let me scoot up a little bit. Put my jacket on. Adjust the camera just a little bit because I want to make sure y'all see more of the screen table than me, child. Hey, Art Candace. Hey, B Cicero. Hey, thank you so much for the compliment. I haven't been feeling down. You've been feeling down? A year of betrayal. Ooh. But you know what? The good thing about betrayal is you know who not to trust, child. We gotta find the good and the bad. We have to find the blessing in the lesson. So now you know for sure who needs to be cut out of your life, who you do not need to give a second chance to. So we thankful when you know the masks are pulled off of people, child. We need to know who these enemies are so we can know who to stay away from. That's very important to understand. Yes. Yeah, be saying yes, girl. Yes, I'm so serious. That's the thing. I mean, it hurts, it sucks, but it's like when you find out exactly who this person is and you know their true intentions. Ooh, it's a blessing to get them out of your life. Because imagine if you never found out and they were still in your life, just hating, throwing an evil lie, witchcraft, all that type of stuff. We need to know who don't really like us for real. That's the problem. The wrong people be staying near us too long. Hold on, y'all. I'm just replying. Somebody texting the Mama Magical line. Oh, openings. But yes, y'all. Anyway, this is the time for us to really be making sure that we are setting the tone for the next year. Y'all know how, like I told y'all, you know, on the last few lives, how we bring the year in sets the tone for the rest of the year. Your behavior, the things that you experience for the first 12 days of New Year's Eve represents the 12 months. So you want to be happy. You don't want to be arguing. You want to be prosperous. You want to have money in your pocket, especially going into the new year because that's the type of energy you want to set for the year. So y'all can start doing y'all prosperity work, you know, cutting clear work, cord cutting, whatever you got to do to make sure that you are coming into the new year with many blessings and abundance and the right people around you. That's very important, y'all. So don't take advantage of this time because this is a good time to, you know, start that manifestation and law of attraction and prosperity work and you know all those things. Even if you just journal, child, writing things down and the power of visualization is so powerful. It truly is. So you can just journal and just write out your whole next year, the energy for each month, the opportunities for each month. You can really get down and make it fun. Detail. I like to do vision boards around this time. You know, all that type of stuff, child. So yes. Okay. Okay, y'all. I have to text somebody back. Let me make sure I open up the Cash App just in case. Hey, Napo, Keisha, baby. Yeah. See, your intuition is sharp, child. I was gonna come on last night, but something came up. I ended up having a long conversation on the phone with my godmother. And by that time, it was close to like 10 p.m. Central Time. I'm like, it's probably too late to get on there. So I'll try tomorrow. People are fed up with the world. People are fed, the world is fed up. Exactly. Yeah, the world, child, for real. Hey, Georgia Peach. People are tired. There's so much been going. The energy has been real strange, y'all. That's why I've just been staying in my own lane, trying to keep to myself as much as possible. Work on myself. Work on some things that I want to, push out before the end of the year. So I just been Mama Magical has been her own lane, and of course, catering to her Patreon gang, my Patreon family. That's usually where I put majority of my energy as of lately, because I got to make sure they're good. And YouTube, my YouTube gang, I definitely owe y'all some content. Forgive me, but pretty soon y'all gonna see why Mama Magical has been so MIA. You're gonna be like, okay, so that's what she was up to. Okay, okay, you get a pass, Mama Magical. You get a pass. So yeah, y'all, stay in your lane, do your work. Make sure you straight. Don't tell anybody your business like that until it's already in fruition. You had already get it, already made the accomplishment. Then if you want to share, you want to celebrate with others, that's fine. But never when you're trying to manifest. Because I've noticed in a lot of my readings I've been doing for people lately, it's been a lot of jealousy been coming up, a lot of deception, a lot of evil eye, a lot of gossip, fraudulent behavior, scams. Like the energy it's that time of the year, y'all. It really is that time of the year. So if you got something going on, the best thing you can do, if you want to see it through, if you want it to be successful, the best thing you can do is keep it to yourself. Guard it. It's like your precious baby. When you first have a baby, you don't want everybody touching your baby. You get your baby all wrapped up and tucked away from the world. That's how you need to treat your endeavors. It's very important to understand that. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just telling y'all what I know. Yes, but you are so right, Keisha, baby. The world is a strange place. I literally just had a conversation earlier with someone about that. Like the world is just, my grandmother used to always say the world. My grandmother used to always say her grandma used to tell her mama used to tell her the world is getting strange. It's a strange place, and it's going to be stranger and stranger. And she showed ain't never lied, because if it was strange back then, child, I would love to see what she would say about it now. Yes, true colors. Child, yes. Let me highlight that. True colors are definitely, definitely shining through. So, y'all don't take it personal. You know what? Anytime somebody true colors come through, thank the universe and say, thank you. Thank you for showing me who this person is. Thank you for removing this person. I'm telling you, it's nothing like it. It's nothing like only having genuine people, you know, in your square, in your circle, rather. And you can't fit it, like they say, you cannot fit a square into your circle. So stop trying to fit people that's not meant to be there. Point blank blank. Oh, point blank period. But I learned that I can use this little live thing, this little setup on Instagram. So y'all, I'm definitely about to be on Instagram and catering to my Instagram family, y'all, over there. So I'm gonna be doing some lives. I might even do like donation readings there. I might. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna play around with this, y'all. Oh, let me tell my, you know what? Let me tell my Discord gang, my Patreon family, I'm live. Just in case they want to hop on here. I just thought about that. Because they've been asking me to go live, y'all. So let me let them know that I'm live, just in case they want to hop on, get some readings. Hold on, let me type that in. I should have been told them this right before I even started, y'all. Okay, so they know. Georgia P says, I take it as a gift that I can see what's going on instead. Come on now, instead of being blind to it. I know that's right. There's power in knowing what you're dealing with and who's I'm who. That's the word, girl. That is. I wish I could pin your comment, child. I'm telling you, it is power in seeing people for who they are. Never wish it was never exposed. I get happy. Like I said, yeah, it hurts in the moment. It sucks, if nobody wants to be betrayed. That's terrible, right? But I'm telling you, to know who is fake and who is real is like liberating, y'all. It's a very liberating feeling. That's so real. That is so real. You are so right. Mm. Okay, I see you, Miss Natasha, girl, light worker. Okay, so let's see what your ancestors need you to know tonight. What messages do I know that's right. Hey, Jolia. I'm so sorry for telling y'all so late. I just kind of just got on not too long ago. So y'all didn't miss nothing. Shout out to my Patreon gang. I see y'all. Oh, ouch. Okay, so whoever's just getting into the chat, I am going to be on live for maybe about an hour. I'm doing $25 donation readings, and you get to ask 2 questions, y'all. So thank you so much, Miss Lightworker, for the super chat. May your donation come back to you 1,000 times fold. Okay, so let's see what the spirits need for you to know this evening. Natasha, do you know somebody named Jamie? Something like that? Does that sound familiar to you? Jamie, something with a J. Let's see what your spirits need for you to know, child. Okay, so I know you mentally effed up right now. It's all in your cards. I know you see them, child. You ain't got nothing but mental cards, swords. We know that's the power of thought, our mind, how we're feeling, things like that. Your spirits are warning you, do not dwell on this too hard. Once again, they've been exposed, right? Learn the lessons, thank your spirits, and keep it moving. And make sure you are up on your protection work. You got some unwanted attention on you right now. So you are the one that really needs to make sure you keeping your business to yourself. That's very, very important. Don't tell people your every move, because anytime that Page of Swords come up, he is a snitch. He go back and tell your business. He is a spy. He is a person that's watching your social media, your Facebook page from a fake page. So be very, very careful. Don't get caught off guard, Spirit is saying. Anytime we see that Two of Swords, we know that this talks about you needing clarity. You need to be able to see things clear and really lean on your intuition at this time. He's blindfolded. If you see this person, they got their blinders on. So all they have is their spiritual discernment and their other 6 senses to guide them. We also see that you will be at a crossroads pretty soon. You're going to have to make some sort of decision. So you're going to have to be in your right mind. Your mind, your mental health is very, very important. So that means you cannot be dwelling on things. You can't be effed up too long about stuff, to the point where you're paranoid, you're anxious, your mind is racing, you're making hasty decisions because you're emotionally fueled and you're not thinking rationally. So be very careful. You need to keep your sound mind right now. Spirit is saying it's very, very important. You probably need to do if I was reading for you, child, if I was going real deep with this, I got a feeling Spirit will prescribe you a spiritual head wash. So don't be afraid if you need to wash your head, cool your head down so you can have some clarity and peace of mind. Definitely do that, because you will be coming to a crossroads as well. And we know that the number 2 talks about separations. So you can talk about unifications, partnerships, but I think in this situation, it's talking about separation, separating or severing or cutting ties with them swords that he has in his hands. He is cutting those ties away. 2 people got swords, if you pay attention out here too as well. So you definitely need to be cutting people off or cutting certain situations off that keep you mentally stressed out. Because once again, Spirit is saying you will come out of this though. Don't be mistaken. This 8 of Swords reverse is saying that eventually you might be kind of feeling kind of down, but you're going to come out of that. You're going to start feeling better, but you still need to make sure that you are watching your back. You need to make sure that you are still very aware, and definitely do your spiritual maintenance. You need to do a cleanse, but I will focus on my mind, mindfulness, mindful thinkings, making sure that before you make any decisions that You are it's well thought out. You're taking your time before you make your next move. You have to be very strategic because the swords is about strategy too. You have to be very strategic in your next moves. So I hope that helps you. I'm not sure if you had a second question. Mm-mm. Let me see. I don't see a second question for you. Hey, Miss Williams, girl. Yes, I do. Okay. So y'all, okay, I'm gonna wait for you to put your second question in. But if y'all can fit the second questions in, the message part all at one, your 1 and 2 questions, that'll be perfect, y'all, because that means we can flow. I ain't gotta wait and search through the comments, and we can just keep this thing going. And while Spirit got us on the roll. But I see you all that donated. Thank you guys so much. And the Cash App is open as well. You should be able to see that scrolling at the bottom of the timeline. Okay, my love life with my husband. Okay, so let's see the energy that surrounds your love life as it relates to you and your husband. Ooh, okay, the cards, they jumping, they ready. Okay, so let me just go ahead and pull. Y'all been fighting? It looks like there could have been some sort of heated, fueled, conflict or bumping of heads, disagreeing, maybe. But I like that it's reversed. So this means that if there's been tension between the two of you guys, you haven't been really, riding on the same wave. Spirit is saying that it will calm down eventually. There will be resolution between the two of you, but just make sure that communication is very important. Sacrifice and compromise in relationships, we know, is always important. Knights out of Wands warns you to not be too impulsive. Do not get too out of control with your actions and with your thoughts and with your moves as well. You must have patience. You must have, once again, you must be in a lot of control. Do not let your ego lead you. In other words, don't be popping off. Do not be popping off. Be careful of being easily triggered, because it can be disastrous. It's not going to get you the results that you want. But Two of Pentacles does talk about balance. So make sure that balance and harmony is the foundation of your relationship. Something that is balanced, once again, is when things are balanced, that means things are equal. There's equilibrium there. Not giving and taking, not too one person getting more and the other person feel like they're getting less. That's very important. Make sure that you guys are a teamwork. The number 2, once again, can talk about teamwork, building together, communication. Y'all been arguing about money? Has money been an issue? Because the reason I asked, because Pentacles talks about money and value as well. Monies or your values or what's important to you, standing on that, making sure that that when it comes to what values in a relationship, that's gotta match. Everybody, you can be your own individual person, but when you're in a relationship with somebody, y'all have to have equal values, y'all have to have equal goals, or that's where the bumping heads is going to that's where the bumping heads is going to start at. We don't got the same values, we don't have the same vision. What you want in life, I don't want that in life. You just can't come to that, that happy medium. So be careful of arguments when it comes to money. It needs to be a conversation, which I'm sure needs to be had. But if the conversation needs to be had, there still needs to be a solution that comes out of that. So I would sit down and talk about money, to have those hard conversations, because we know money, child, is is a very common reason why sometimes couples end up separating. So try to have that hard conversation. That's very, very important, child. Because you shouldn't, money, I'm telling you, dang, money just be messing up everything, don't it? That's why I be telling people, remember that money is just a tool. It's not to be worshipped. It's not a God. It's a tool, a medium to get you what you need, get you your desires. But just be careful when it comes to talking about money. Once again, you need to listen, have a conversation. You need to listen, not to respond, but to understand. That's a very, very important, because money is just going to keep on bringing that fighting, that argument, that pettiness between the two of you. So that needs to happen. That conversation, that solution needs to happen. However, it needs to happen. If you need to go seek outside guidance, if you need to go see a financial advisor, or whatever you have to do, get some type of counseling with that, because money looks like it's going to continue to be what causes that imbalance if you guys do not have one mind when it comes to that. So I hope that helps you, Miss Girl. Remember, when it comes to your relationships, it's always you and your partner against the problem. Always. Always on the same team. Okay, let me see. Who was next? Jolia. Hey, no, Jolia. What's up to my Patreon gang? What do my ancestors want me to know? Hey, Miss Jolia, are you ready? If you here, let me know. You're so welcome, Natasha. Uh-oh, I'm over here dropping cards. Ooh, I dropped a whole handful of cards. Money came out too. So, Queen of Pentacles, that's for you, Natasha. Money. Always know what's worth investing in. Know when to hold, know when to fold. Pick and choose your battles wisely. That's very important. Okay. I'm waiting for Miss Jolia to let me know that she is in the chat and ready for her reading. So we got Miss Jolia, and then Miss Williams after Miss Jolia, and then and then Yaya, and then so on and so forth. Hey, Jolia. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what your ancestors have for you. What is the message for your ancestors? Ooh, okay, I'm going with this because this is what fell out. This is what caught my eye. Okay, so anytime we see that Two of Wands, what does it talk about? Two of Wands talks about traveling, planning. It talks about definitely. If I was you, before you do any traveling, you need to make a plan to do so. This talks about this Two of Wands is a faith-based card to me, because it requires a person to step out on faith. It requires a person to have a vision. You need to have a vision at this time, and you need to have a plan. So any ideas that you might be exploring, because it is an exploration card too. You need to make sure that it's well planned out. You might find yourself soon feeling like you might have a pull or a calling, maybe to step out from your comfort zone, maybe even have to take a job somewhere else, maybe in a different state. But Spirit is saying, nonetheless, if you do this, you need to make sure that you are well equipped and well planned, and have a very solid plan and foundation before you make any of your major moves or decision making. Because tools talk about decision. Anytime we see this Page of Cups, I don't play about spiritual stuff. We talk about that, your spiritual team, your spiritual gang. Page of Wands does talk about your intuition as well. So once again, use practicality and into spirituality. I always talk about that balance there. They need to complement each other. So as you make your plans, as you do your work, your practical things, make sure that you are also intuition based. Trust your spirits at this time too. It's very important. If you're starting to feel like maybe you might start to have dreams about things, you might feel, a higher calling, you might start to hear your ancestors speak to you, trust that. You need to have clear intuition, and you need to be able to trust that intuition, and do not move on fear-based emotions. If I was you, I would do something for your ancestors. Definitely step more into your spirituality as well. Anytime we see that Queen of Cups child, we know that she stands on business. She is courageous. She is brave. She is tunnel vision. And she is focused. And she is all about that action and making moves. And if you look at that little cat right there at her foot, right, that cat represents intuition. So your spirit is really telling you to step out on faith. Sometimes we could be too logical and psych ourselves out of things. But Spirit is saying your moves are definitely going to have to be faith based, because you're probably going to step into something that may be unfamiliar to you, or just not as secure as the things that you used to do. But if you do this, Spirit is promising a lot of success for you. Remember your passion. Remember what you do it for. All those things that fuel you, all those things that keep you motivated, and dedicated, because Queen of Wands is all about what feels good to her. She's very, very spiritual. She does not allow anyone to hold her back. She's very, very brave. So you're going to have to step into this from that angle. Brave and fear based and spiritually led, but always still do not fail to plan, because I always say, if you fail to plan to fail. That's very, very important. But you may be doing some traveling really soon. I would definitely tap into my ancestors as well. Water is a very, very spiritual card. So it's very, very important. And you, as a spiritualist, need to always have your spirits involved in every single thing you do. That's very, very important. So I hope that gives you some sort of clarity. Remember, be brave, be bold, be courageous, excuse me, in all your moves, because that's what the Queen of Wands do. And you are that Queen of Wands right now. You need to be in your Queen of Wands energy. So go read about the Queen of Wands. I think in the tarot class, yeah. Did you get the outline for the wands? We did that last week on Tarot Tuesday. If not, let me know. I'm going to send you the outline for the wands family. Okay, my love. I'm just looking for your second question. Did you have a second question, Jolia? You're so welcome. You are so welcome. You need to embody the Queen of Wands. That's very, very important. She is you cannot tell her nothing. You cannot hold her back. She's very enthusiastic. She is very charismatic. She is energized. You cannot hold her back. So do not let anybody psych you out. Do not let anybody hold you back. You have to have a lot of confidence in yourself this season. Especially if your work is spiritual based. You're going to have to have a lot of confidence. And you have to have a strong relationship with your spirits. Hey, y'all. Thank you so much for your donation. And I will get to you in the order of as you donated. Okay. All right, Miss Jolia. I got you, girl. Thank you so much. Okay, Miss Williams, where you at, girl? Where you at, Miss Kim Kasha? Shout out to my Patreon gang. Oh, 94 Keisha baby. Where you at? Because you are a part of my YouTube membership gang. You have two questions. One with the knuckle bones. I am weary. Okay. All right. Let me do, because Key 94 Keisha Ben sent her question. So let me do 94 Keisha, Miss Williams. And I got you, my love. You next. So it's the whole tight and sit still. You are next. So Keisha baby says one with the knuckle bone. So you want a knuckle bone read? Okay. And then where my knuckle bones at? And then I use tarot to answer your second question. Okay. Where you at, 94 Keisha? Thank you all so much for all your patience. Did 94 Keisha leave? Did she leave? Okay. Hey, I'm here. Okay, so let me throw your knuckle bones and see what your message is from the knuckle bones, and then I can see your second question. Keisha, what does she need to know? Decision made is the Lord's. Okay, so spirit is speaking about, when it comes to you, tension, arguments, misunderstandings, maybe not seeing eye to eye with people, and just a lot of Be careful of your words. Anytime this energy comes up, and it's doubling down on this energy too, you're gonna have to be very, very careful with your words. Be very clear and concise with your communications, because you may have already experienced this, but this can speak of, just being misunderstood, like people taking your words and twisting them on you, and things like that. So just be very, very careful in the way that you convey yourself. And you might find yourself having to be a little bit over explanatory, just to make sure that people don't got you messed up, people got you clear. So just be careful of that. But nonetheless, things will smooth over for you eventually, as well. This also talks about past energy. Make sure you leave people in the past, especially people that meant you no good, people that provoked you, people that you just know just are not good people. Point blank, period. Spirit is saying that you must leave these people in the past, because what's going to happen is they're going to keep causing conflict in your life. So that's very important. If you start to feel people fade away in your life, make sure that you are allowing that to happen. Don't try to hold on to those people. That's very important. Also, if you have to take a vacation, do it. Spirit talks about a short trip being very, very beneficial for you right now. You might, run into someone, or, get some sort of, it can even result in money for you. So if somebody asks you to go somewhere, I would definitely take that. I wouldn't miss up. I wouldn't pass up on that. The Spirit talks about a short trip being very beneficial for you. Once again, you might connect with someone, or you might have an opportunity that you might not have been presented with had you not take that trip. So make sure that if somebody say, "Come on, girl, let's ride up to Florida this weekend," or "You want to roll with me to so and so house," visit. So just go if you can. Get away. Yes, that's what Spirit is recommending for you. So your second question is, I'm weary of new people, especially men. What does Spirit have to say, or whatever you pick up in 2 hours mini list? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's see the energy around past lovers for you. Let's see what the Spirit has to say as it relates to men in your life. What is the lesson? What does she need to know? Have you been putting yourself first and foremost? Because the Empress reverse, when she comes out, that talks about, sometimes it can talk about self neglect and not taking care of oneself, or sometimes on the flip side, it can talk about somebody being too overbearing when it comes to expectation and love and smothering. She could come off as very codependent as well, causing a lot of tension between her, and people that she wants to keep close. It also talks about a communication problem, or just not being able to build with other people. Are you impulsive when it comes to love? Do you allow people to, kind of show you who they are? Do you take your time when it comes to vetting people? That's very, very important. You will learn, if y'all, we will learn so much about people if we just took our time and observe, especially men. Men are very, very they show themselves that they're not good at really hiding like that. Usually when men, let me tell y'all something. Usually when men get away with shit, it's because we really weren't paying attention like that, or we was purposely turning a blind eye because we wanted them to be what we wanted them to be so bad. So if y'all, we would just really, really learn so much from people if we just took time, and made them prove themselves. They don't even got to know that's what they're doing, but you have to be very strategic with it, and you have to be very upfront too with men, not in a way where you sound crazy like you coming off with these lists of demands, but you just need to tell them, just show them your energy. When people can feel your energy, they can they know how they're going to have to come. Do I have to come with my A game with this person? Oh, is she just a yes girl? Is she just a nice girl? She just going to do whatever I say, or just go with the flow? No. Show people how to treat you by allowing them to witness how you treat yourself. That's how you teach people in a subtle way, without coming off demanding, how to treat you. You have to treat yourself good. They say, "Ooh, this girl don't play about herself, so I know she ain't gonna play about me. She take herself out. She dressed up nice. She don't play about her bills and her responsibility. She always smell good. She is reliable. So I know that I have to come with my A game." That's very, very important. So take your time with men. Allow them to show you you're the prize, you're the privilege. Not to say that they don't have any value themselves, right? But they still need to know that your value is set and is set in stone and you don't play about yourself. Yes, somebody just said you are what you attract. Absolutely. Absolutely. Whatever. And that goes for any relationship. Wherever you're vibrating at, you are for sure going to experience those experiences, not only internally, but externally, because like definitely does attract like. So just take some time to do some introspecting. See, what about yourself may have been attracting these type of unreliable people or whatever experience you was having, and just make sure you tighten that up. And once again, remember, people treat you how they see you treat yourself, and that's how you slowly teach people how to treat you as well. So I hope that brought you some sort of clarity, child. I know y'all, somebody said the dating pool got pissed at me. I see that on Facebook, y'all. I was cracking up. I'm like, not the dating pool got pee in it. I'm like, but y'all, these men, they really ain't that hard to figure out. We just got to let them know that we ain't desperate for nothing and we are good with or without them. And once they feel like you a woman that will walk away and leave their ass, they really do tighten up. And this card just fell out for you. Don't be afraid to change yourself. Don't be afraid to change your environment. It's like you kind of want to change, but something is keeping you from not changing, or there's some sort of resistance there for you. Death is about transformation. When it comes up, it is inevitable. It is needed. So once again, don't be afraid to switch up. Don't be afraid of changing the scene. You might even need to change your type, because our type is what get us in trouble, right? Okay, Miss Nafo Keisha, baby. Thank you for being a Patreon member. I mean, YouTube member. When you become a YouTube member, you get two questions free anytime I come on live. So that's why I had to make sure I looked out for her, y'all. So Miss Keisha, Miss Williams. Miss Williams, where you at, my love? Let me go back to your question and highlight you. Let me make sure I got everybody in order so far. Cool. I'm in order, y'all. You're so welcome, Miss Keisha. Tori says, "Amen." I know that's right. Higher perspective said, "Ain't that a word?" I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Okay, Miss Williams, thank you for your patience. Let's see. Miss Williams says, "Hey, Mama Magical, what do my ancestors want me to know?" Okay, so let's see what your ancestors. Keisha, why you ain't been in the tarot classes, chair? I mean, I keep saying Keisha. I keep saying Keisha because my government name is Keisha. Miss Williams, why haven't you not been in the tarot classes? I've been seeing you in the tarot classes, Cheryl. Anyway, let's see what your spirits want you to know this evening. Miss Williams, you need to be more spiritual, child. Ace of Cups also talks about somebody feeling like just maybe feeling unfulfilled, maybe feeling, a little emotional around this time, maybe feeling, spiritually empty. Anytime you start to feel drained, especially as it relates to your spirituality, you more than likely need to do a bath. So do not slip up on your spiritual maintenance. Always cleanse yourself. Page of Wands is saying, you might have some opportunities coming up for you. Page of Wands is a very enthusiastic card. He talks about new projects and things of that nature. He's very, very ambitious. It talks about a period of being a go-getter in your life, especially when it comes to your dreams and your aspirations. That's very important. But be careful who you go in business with as well. Be careful of co-workers at your job. Just tension there, or sometimes just whoever you deal with in your life right now, they got to have the same vision, just like I told someone else, have similar vision. Don't try to work with Don't try to make relationships work that do not work with other people. So once again, don't try to force a square into a circle. If you calling yourself trying to go in partnership or collaborate, or it's just not working with people, don't force it. That's usually your ancestors trying to warn you. When your ancestors are trying to warn you of someone or people, they won't allow things to work out. So if I was you, I would be very, very careful in going into any type of partnerships, especially as it relates to career, money, and business. That's very, very important. Keep your goals to yourself. You need to find your passion again. Get back motivated. I don't think you lost no passion though. But I think Pedro once talks about you might start having a new spark or flame or in you. If you're not feeling that now, I would say probably in the next 30 days. That Page of Wands feels like, oh my God, this is a brilliant idea. I'm going to do it. I've been wanting to start this business for so long. I got so many dreams. I got so many aspirations, and I'm ready to do whatever it takes to make this thing happen. Paige also talks about messages too. He's a messenger. So someone may reach out to you and give you some sort of opportunity or propose some type of opportunity for you. But be very, very careful of going into business with people at this time. That's very important. So your second question is, what would I like to know? What's coming up dealing with my career and finance? Oh wow, Three of Pentacles. We kind of talked about that, right? I didn't even see your second question, but let's see if we can get some more intel as relates to career and finances. Oh, you sent me a message, Miss Will. Okay, let me go. I'm gonna check it when I end my live. Okay. When it comes to your career, especially your career, do you feel like are you feeling in a place where maybe you might feel unfulfilled or stuck, or you need to move on, but maybe you're fear based about it? Because usually that's what the Seven of Cups speaks about. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of Cups speaks about, excuse me. It talks about somebody feeling unfulfilled or feel like just something is missing there. Even if it's good, everything is all good, but you still feel like, there's something missing. Spirit talks about being very brave and bold as it relates to those that part of your life, that aspect of your life. You really in it. It's funny because I'm looking at this. He's such in defense mode. He's being very, very defensive as well. He's standing his ground as well when it comes to that area. I really want you to be careful. Yeah, she said, yes, child. Like almost like a back against the wall type of feeling. Spirit is saying until you have that faith, until you answer that calling, until you move forward, you're going to be unfulfilled. You're not going to be balanced. The Temperance reverse talks about discord and there a lack of harmony in the person's life. They just don't feel grounded spiritually or mentally. You definitely need to tap into your spirits because y'all know that I'm an intuitive reader and I look at images. The Temperance is a very, very divine card that represents one's ancestors or spirit guides. They've been trying to reach you too. You need to go within as well and tap into that inner divinity, but you also need to go without and tap into your ancestors as well because they said they're going to pour you through this. They're going to pour you through this. They're going to help give you opportunities, but you have to have a lot of faith in them and make sure you do something for your ancestors. Because if you look at the image on here, that it's like there's an exchange there. There's one cup filling up the other cup, but you still must fill that other cup back. That's very, very important as well. So as you lift your ancestors, as they lift you, you need to lift them. But they're saying that, that Eight of Cups is a very, very profound energy. It's a very deep call and pulling to leave things behind. And when it's reversed, it's like that person is not following that calling, whether it's fear-based, whether they are uncertain about their lives, all those things. But that's when you really have to step out on faith because that man is in the dark, child. He is in the dark. You see the mountains, those challenges in the background. But he like, I don't know where I'm going, but I trust my journey. I trust my voyage. I trust my spirit guides to guide me as well. And be careful of people trying to insert their opinion on you too, because spirit is saying that can throw you off too. Unwanted advice, unsolicited advice, unsolicited opinions. That's very, very important as well. Listen to your call and trust yourself. Spirit is saying if you keep resisting, you're going to continue to feel the temperance upside down. And that's just not a happy place to be. So I hope that helps you and gave you some type sort of clarity. And I will be checking my I'll check the Discord to look at your message. Okay. Okay. Tina says don't do it. It's a trap. What you talking about, Miss Tina? Who's trapping who? Did I miss something? Yes, synchronicities, Miss Williams, angel numbers that are always that some people call that the universal language, just trying to catch your attention. So anytime you see those things, just think about in that moment, what am I thinking about? And you can go from there. Anytime you see that synchronicity, those numbers, you need to think about what am I thinking about in this moment or what is happening around me in this moment. Okay, I'm a medium psychic and this is the spiritual warfare going on. No money. What is this lady talking about, Shaw? Let me get her out of here because I don't know if she in here trying to spam. So, okay, wait a minute. So who is next? Okay. Okay, so who is next? Let me see. Keisha, baby. Oh, Yaya. Yaya, you is next, girl. Yes, I think it's, let me see. I'll read the order out loud to y'all. So, it was Jolia, Keisha, baby 94, Miss Williams, and then Yaya, then Georgia Peach. Higher Perspectives, where you at? I don't even see you on here. Higher Perspective. Where's Higher Perspective at, y'all? Oh, okay, Higher Perspective. It was a few people that donated before you, but I got you. I see you. I see it. No, it's up there. I see it. I just have to scroll up a little bit. So, okay, let's see. Yeah, I had to burn that lady because I don't know who she was or what she was in here talking about, y'all. Okay, so anyway, who was next? Who did I just say? Yeah. Hey, yeah. Thank you so much for your donation. May I come back to you? Where you at, my love? You are next. Yeah, B. Hey, lovely doll. Thank you for joining us. You don't need to ask no questions. Thank you for joining us. I'm just waiting on Yaya B. If you see your name at the bottom of the screen, that means you are up next, y'all. So thank you to everyone for your patience so far. Yaya B, where you at, mamas? You is up next, girl. Okay, what I'm going to do if Yaya, okay, here she is, girl, because I was about to go to the next person and I was going to spin the block on you. Okay, Miss Yaya, let's see. You said, is it time for me to leave my job? Okay, so let's see what the spirits have to say as it relates to leaving your job. Is it the right time for Yaya B to leave her job at this time? Spirit is saying, sleep on it. Think about it. Don't be impulsive. Anytime we see that Four of Swords, it usually talks about a rest, relaxation, rejuvenation, or taking a break. So make sure that before you make this decision, it is well thought out. It is not impulsive. It is not emotionally based or passionately. It can be passionately fueled, but you don't want to be impulsive or hasty with the decision like that. So make sure you prepare. Spirit is saying there is celebration in that. There is some success in doing that. There is some happiness in doing it, but you just have to make sure that you are doing it the right way. So an example would be, don't leave one job until you are secured and hired and have a start date for the next job. I would even say start to make sure you really in there good for real. But Spirit is definitely saying sleep on it, think on it first, and prepare yourself. But there is something, there is promise, success, and celebration in doing so as well. Spirit said, don't miss your opportunity either. So don't sleep on it too long. Be proactive in looking for another job if you have not, because you could miss your opportunity not making that move. So you definitely ain't got to know. Spirit is just saying, make sure that you go about it the right way. And there is success and there is opportunity out there for you as well. But use your intuition and go to your ancestors and your spirits and ask them to open those roads up for you so that you can be successful as well. If this is a full reading, I feel like I would probably, I would have to look in deeper, but I would probably prescribe you to do maybe a crown of success work as well to make sure your success, is firm, because you do have some successful cards that came out. So let me see your second question. Well, okay, so I need you to fix that question because that's like two questions in one. Will Marcus and Mariah finally get their karma? That's two questions in one. That's not a good question because that confuses the spirit. Because Marcus can get karma, but Mariah may not get karma. So whoever you really want to know about the most, ask for that person. So yeah, guys, anytime you are asking questions to spirit, make sure you are the best thing you can do is be clear and concise, because you don't want any confusion in your answers, in your feedback from your spirit. Will Mariah get her karma? Okay, let's see. Get karma for Mariah. Okay, cards they ready to talk, yeah. It does talk about some sort of misfortune as well, but it may not be the type of karma that you want. This person might already be getting that karma, actually. This is very present energy. And although we see the sun card, the sun can also represent a yes as well when it comes to yes and no in the tarot. And I'm considering the other cards that surround it, and it talks about a lot of grief, misfortune, guilt, things of that nature. Just the person is not well at this time. They might be suffering some losses or hardship. So I hope that gives you some sort of clarity with your question. Thank you so much for your donation. Miss Yaya B. Okay, let's see. We got Yaya. Hey, Miss Georgia Peach. You is next, my girl. Thank you so much for your donation and your patience. Are you here? You're welcome, Miss Yaya. I'm glad I can help. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like that person might already be going through it. And if not, it looks like it's coming real soon. Hey, Miss Georgia. Once again, thank you for your donation. May I come back to you 1,000 times four, 1,000 times fold. Okay, so Miss Georgia says, what would my ancestors like me to know? Okay. Okay, so let's see what your ancestors want you to know at this time. Georgia Peach, Georgia Peach. Oh, come through. Oh, come through. Oh. Now, if you're looking for love, baby, this is a good energy. But nonetheless, it talks about divine partnerships, celebrations, someone coming to your life to uplift you. It talks about a lot of support for you, so community support. People recognizing you, people are celebrating you, people are finally congratulating with you and uplift you. It talks about a lot of support on your behalf. Ace of Swords always talks about new ideas and new thoughts, new things coming to mind. If you've been kind of unclear about things lately, Spirit talks about you will start to see things more clear. You will be able to really know what you want. Your focus will be more sharp on your behalf because of the support from other people. That Lover's card is a very strong, attractive card. If it's not romantic love, it talks about divine partnership, soulmate energy, balance, somebody there to uplift you and support you and be there for you, not only in your intimate relationships, but once again, platonic relationships. Once again, it's a community support. So I love this. This is a very beautiful spread for you. So if I was you this season, I will be so open and willing to support from other people. You can't be a person that walks into the season with the attitude of I if I want it done, I got to get it done by myself. Yeah, that's true. You got to make sure that things go right in your life and you have your responsibilities, but also allow people to give you a hand. Allow people to come in and celebrate you and assist you and take compliments too. A lot of us aren't comfortable with compliments. Some of us are, but when people say good things about you, make sure that you believe them and then thank them and show them that gratitude back, because this is the energy of a lot of gratitude and the exchange of gratitude. The happiness people have for you will uplift your life. It will bless your life. It's like how people could speak curses on your life. People can also speak blessings on your life. So receive it well. Receive help from people well. I ain't gonna lie now, that Lover's card. I don't know how you feel about your romantic life right now. What's going on? But it looks like good things or good things are in the air or to come. So will I have some sort of justice for the second question? Will I have some sort of justice um, that was done to my family illegally a few years ago? Will there be justice for Georgia Peach? Will there be justice for her? Oh, okay. So we got the devil card coming out. So there was definitely some sort of injustice done. Spirit says hang tight. It looks like there will be some sort of justice that is done for you, but I can definitely see that this has been going on for some time. With that, with that being said, with this pentacle energy, it does talk about a slow justice, if that makes sense. Ace of Pentacles says there is some sort of justice for what has happened for you, but Page of Pentacles is like, ooh, they really fighting it. So don't give up, is what Spirit is saying. Don't give up. Your legal team, do you trust them? Are they a good fit for you? Consider that as well. I don't know who you have as legal guide or counsel, but definitely ask questions if you can, if you need to know what's going on for yourself as well. But the devil lets me know that you are definitely, I would say that there is some justification on your behalf as well, something, whatever happened from the past. So you might have to have a little bit more patience once again. And sometimes, justice is not always what we think it is. It's not up to us to be the ones to, what's the word that I'm looking for? Select proper justice on people. Justice is it is a very spiritual energy as well. So just don't think that maybe because you can't see it in the physical right now doesn't mean that justice is not happening for you behind the scenes. Everything is divine timing. But if you I would go to my ancestors. I'm always an advocate for taking it to the spirits as well. So if you want to see some results, but remember, our time is not the same as spiritual time as well. And once again, just stay positive. I know you're tired, but Spirit is saying stay positive. It's going to be worth it. So I hope that helps you. Thank you so much. Where we at? Chosen One, you up next, my love. Thank you so much for your donation. So after Chosen One, let me see. Chosen One. After Chosen One, um, it's Tori, and then it's you higher perspective. So it's like one more person, and then you higher perspective. So guys, definitely, this is make sure. Um, let me see. The donations are $25. So Tori, I see you donated $19.99. I mean, I can do it if you only got one question. But y'all, $25 is the donation for your two questions. So Miss Chosen One, where you at, child? Okay, so Chosen One says, last night during a question you mentioned a Tim. I wanted to know what his connection is to me. I did a reading on you. Give me some more context, Chosen One. Last night. I wasn't on last night. I was on the night before. I just want to make sure I'm clear because I don't remember. Y'all, listen, when I be reading, I'm channeling, spirits are talking sometimes. I don't remember everything that I say. So, yeah, give me a little bit more context so maybe I can jog my memory. Yes, the night before. What was your question? Why did I say Tim? Do you remember? Yes, the night before. Then I heard. Okay, so I just said the name Tim came to me for you. Let's see. Let's just see what the energy is around that name. Okay, let's see. Let's see the energy around Tim. Yeah, because sometimes names come to me, spirits tell me things, but they don't really tell me the meaning behind it. Let's see. What was the energy? I would say just be careful of Tim. Just be careful of Tim. Anybody with the name Tim, because it does show some sort of loss when it comes to your finances. So I don't think that was an ancestor or nobody that passed away. It could have just been a warning because all this is about money and it talks about loss of money and opportunity. I would say Spirit is saying to me in the next 7 to 14 days, if somebody approaches you with the name Tim, Tom, something with the T with one syllable, just be very, very careful and weary of that person because it talks about more loss than blessing here. They might try to present you an opportunity and it might sound really good, but then next thing you know, you done crapped out and lost your money. So just be very, very careful. Got it? Cool. Got you. Did you have a second question? Oh, you said just asking about your relationship. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just waiting for your second question. So while I'm waiting, let me look up and see where we at. Okay, Miss Tori. So after chosen one, you are next, and then it's higher perspective. Then after higher perspective, then it's Simma. So we on track, y'all. Okay, is my boyfriend purpose? Let's see. You want to know is your boyfriend purposely ignoring you? Let's see. Let's see the deal with your boyfriend. Show us intentions as relates to chosen one's boyfriend. Show us his true energy and his intention. Oh, I will say the sun card is a yes card when it comes to yes and no's. It's a yes card, and it looks like it's intentional. It's planned. Two of Wands. Remember, Two of Wands talks about planning and stepping outside of something. Stepping outside of something old into something new, and it's thought out and it's planned. So it's not that accidental. Oh, baby, I didn't mean it. Type of cheating. I was drunk that night. I had no intentions. This is kind of planned. Like, okay, we gonna meet up here. We gonna come here, and then you gonna wear like that type of stuff. Type of plan. He is not somebody that you can rely on. Two of Wands reverse talks about discord or imbalance, something that is not solid, something that is not stable. And once again, Two of Wands, I just look at it depending on the context and the question as a very intentional energy, because remember, it calls for a person to plan something. It's like a premeditated type of card, if you will, type of energy. That person is planning. If you can see, they're ready to step off that porch. And then we have that big ass red flag right there too. So just be careful. I'm not saying, make a move right now, but just observe and just think about how you want to approach this situation. I'm not saying things can't turn around, but this is just the most, present energy. This is the most current and present energy that is coming up. Oh, I said cheating. You asked about ignoring. So maybe that was what spirit wants you to know. You said ignoring, child. I said cheating. Be very careful, because I want to tell you this. Usually when man give you the cold shoulder, it's because, see, a man loves his woman. A man loves to be around his woman, even if it's just because they horny. I'm just being real. So if a man can give you the cold shoulder, if he's ignoring you, usually because they have such short attention span, it's like they're getting their feel somewhere else. They're getting their attention from something else. Remember, like I said earlier, men are very simple creatures. They really, really are. They're creatures of habit as well. So, like I said, don't be impulsive. Just if you need to have a conversation, just pay attention. Just pay attention. Read between the lines and read the signs. Once again, men love attention, and they love. They're very simple and creatures of habit. So when they start switching up, there's something that changed in the dynamic. There's something that's interfering, rather. So I hope that helps you. And good luck, girl. You got this. If he is playing, I will play it right back. Not to say I would cheat right back, but I'm gonna show you how to ignore somebody. And trust me, the moment they feel like you don't care no more, you already know how it goes. Okay, I think Miss Tori was next. Was Miss Tori next? Yes, Miss Tori, and then Higher Perspective, and then Simsima. And then after Simsima, I think we'll be caught up. I think we will be caught up. So Tori is next. Tori says, "What do my ancestors want me to know? What should I know about work?" Okay. You're so welcome, chosen one. You got this, girl. So that's your two questions. What do my ancestors? So let's see what your ancestors want you to know. Mm. Tori. What is this? Ooh, Spirit is saying this is a season where you really need to pay attention to detail, and you are going to want to work hard for what you want. It's not the time to slow down or get too relaxed as it relates to your endeavors and things that you feel is precious and valuable to you. Because remember, the Pentacles is about hard work, money, and our values. You have to be very, very diligent and persistent in working with things. You have to, once again, pay attention to the fine details in life. Don't let your guard down too. I find it interesting that it's supported by the Nine of Wands reverse. This talks about somebody being in a very vulnerable spot. They could be vulnerable for attack, or maybe they're just not, for what you work so hard for. It might be a little bit vulnerable to someone trying to come and take it away, or try to threaten the things that you have worked hard for. So once again, pay real attention and stand on your boundaries, stand on your grounds, and definitely be in the season of standing on what's right. Don't let anybody try to trick you or try to, twist up your mind. You need to be very, very clear and stand on that as well. Definitely guard your values, though. Definitely guard, especially with your money. We know we are in the season of scam, fraud, credit card theft, identity theft. I mean, all types of things. Spirit talks about things clearing up for you as well, where you were confused at, where things were hazy at. Spirit talks about seeing things exactly for what they were. You might have been, in a state where maybe not necessarily the rose-colored glasses was on, but there might have been a little bit of deception and delusion around you. Once again, you might have been a little bit more vulnerable than usual. An example could be, we let our guard down for people that we care for, and then they fool us, and now we regret it, type of thing. Or somebody, kind of just, once again, came with that energy of illusion, and they kind of maybe fooled you a little bit, but now you see things clear. Also, be careful of your decisions too. This talks about a lot of choices and decisions. And anytime we have to make choices and decisions, like I always say, you must be very, very clear, and you must take your time with your decision, because all that glitters is not gold. That's what the Seven of Cups talks about as well. All these opportunities, but don't all of them mean me well. Just because I have a lot of choices don't mean that they are good choices. So let me make sure that I choose wisely at this time in your life. So I hope that brings you some clarity, but definitely guard your possessions. Guard your values and pay attention. It's not the time in your life to be too relaxed, and do not get overwhelmed by choices and decisions. Do not get overwhelmed by it. You need a very clear mind right now. So your next question is, what should I know about work? Okay, let's see. Let's look at the energy around your career. About work. Oh, okay, we're going with that. Okay, so what I'm paying attention to the most is this Justice card reverse. This talks about maybe a little bit dishonesty at work, or maybe just not feeling, like, things are balanced there. You're not getting, what you are owed. Justice, when it's reversed, is automatically some sort of injustice, or maybe you feeling like you're being treated unfair. Sometimes we being treated unfair at work, and we don't know it. Like, for instance, somebody might owe you a raise and they just don't ever tell you about it, or somebody snatch your position under your, right under your eyes. The Chariot also kind of talks about moving on. Have you been feeling like you want to, look into something else, or explore new ventures or endeavors as it relates to work? Because the Chariot talks about a person being very, very focused. They have their eye on the prize. They're moving forward. It's a very physical card with an aggressive approach to, you know, the thing with a very aggressive approach to their accomplishments and achievements as well. He also promotes balance. Have you been feeling unbalanced at work? Yes. Spirit is just saying it's not, I never tell people to leave right away, but Spirit is also telling you to follow your gut when it comes to career. You got the Ace of Cups. Remember, the water is all about your intuition. You need to follow that pull. That's that spiritual guidance. If you've been feeling like they're not doing you wrong, or you've been putting in so much and that they're just not appreciating you, Spirit is giving you the green light to move forward. Spirit is giving you the green light to move forward. That Chariot plays no games. He wastes no time. He is very sharp in his mind, and he is also strategic and planned. So I always say, never be hasty when it comes to money and career moves. You have to be strategic. You have to be very planned out. But if you do that, Spirit is promising lots of success for you. That Chariot is a very successful card. Look at all that yellow. That yellow represents success and possibility. I had a coworker gossip about me. I don't feel appreciated. That's an injustice right there. Yep. That's what it is. Spirit is saying follow your gut. And nobody wants to work in a hostile work environment. I'm sorry, I don't give a damn how much money I'm getting paid. If I feel uncomfortable at work, if it's hostile, if it's the tension here, ain't no way I'm spending half of my life, half of my day, all these hours away from my family to feel that way. I'm gonna strategically, quietly find me something else. If they ain't gonna never know until I turn in that 2 week notice. I'm gonna be just as happy. I'm gonna be talking to people. It's gonna be like, damn, when I come with that 2 week notice. Like, I didn't see that one coming. That's how you need to be. So don't tell anybody what you plan on doing, especially if you are around slander and gossip. Because if you're sometimes, management, they get salty. That's the reality when people leave. And then they start trying to sabotage you and fire you first. And just do petty stuff like that. So be very strategic in your move and be very planned out. But the Chariot tells you to move and trust your intuition before you trust anybody else. So I hope that helps you. And once again, thank you so much. So I think higher perspective. Wait a minute. Is it higher perspective yet? Wait a minute. Yes. Yes, it's higher perspective. Thank you so much, higher perspective, for your donation. May I come back to you 1,000 times fold. Thank you for your patience. Higher Perspective said, would Mahad be a good man for Hamad Hamda? I'm sorry, I know I'm probably saying your name wrong. So you would like to know, would Mahad be a good man for you? Okay. I'm so glad I can help, Tori. So let's see. Would Mahad be a good man for you? Would he be a good fit? Would this connection be successful? Okay, what's this? That fell out. Spirit says yes. It talks about happiness. It's gonna make it might take a little work. It might not be a a very smooth sailing, easy relationship, but if you work, it could happen. The sun talks about being success and happiness and vitality and passion, and the sun is a very masculine energy, so this can definitely represent Mahad. And Queen of Wands talks about somebody being very satisfied. This is a very masculine and feminine energy. Talks about a lot of passion and a lot of fun, but once again, you may have to work at it a little bit first. So I hope that helps you. I say go for it, have fun, and see how it works. Okay, let's see. I know you had a second question. Where is it? I lost it. Let's see. Did you have a second question? Okay, let's see. The second question is my current career path in alignment with my highest soul mission? Come through. Now that's the kind of questions, y'all, that we need to be asking. We ain't got time to waste no time, right? So let's see, is your current career path in alignment with your highest soul mission? Let's see, Spirit, show us that her current career path in alignment with her mission. Success. No, no, no. The Magician reverse. That means no. And then look at the support energy right there, the Nine of Swords. This talks about regret. It's okay. Just go back to the drawing board. Know that you have all the two, and it's funny because the Magician talks about leadership, new beginnings, and new opportunities. He is another one also that has a lot of willpower, and he knows his strength, and he pulls a lot of his power from within. So go within. You know what you want out of life. As long as you are clear, all things must fall in line. So even if it appeared, because the Magician it talks about illusion too. Even if it appeared to be a good fit, Spirit is saying something about it is going to make you kind of feel burnt out mentally, or you may regret it. And then Four of Swords talks about taking a break on that situation. Four of Swords is like, nope, stop, wait, pump your brakes. This ain't it. Think about it. Why? Why? Because it's so Nine of Swords is a very, very unhappy place to be mentally. It's very stressful. It's very regretful. So I hope this, puts you in the mind of, okay, now what are my options? Remember, because when we want our blessings, we are open to all possibilities that our spirits guides have for us and the universe is trying to bring us. So don't ever narrow yourself down to only one way. Never put yourself in a box. Ever. When we are trying to manifest our mission, we are open and willing to all possibilities that it sees fit to come to us. So I hope that helps. This is the time to listen, pay attention, do the self-work, and be very, very close to your spirits, your ancestors. They are the ones that bring blessings and open up roads for you. And your spirit guides too. They assist you along the way. You're so welcome. You are so welcome. Okay, now let's see who was next. I believe it was Simsima. Simsima, where you at, girl? Thank you so much for your patience and your donation. I'm open. That needs to be your mantra. You are open to all possibilities. That needs to be your mantra. I am open to all possibilities for success and prosperity and abundance to come my way. Never box yourself. Because guess what? If it don't come in the way that you want it to come, then you are telling the universe, all those other ways you could keep them. It ain't good enough. It don't. If it don't come this way, the way I want it to come, then I don't want it. And then you cut yourself off and you close your own road. You get in your own way. Hey, CC, thank you so much for your nice and generous donation. You have one person ahead of you, Miss Sima. I'm waiting for her. And then you are next, Miss CC. Let me check my cash app. I haven't heard it go off. I just want to make sure that I ain't got nobody sitting in the cash app waiting. Come on now. That's what you need to put on your vision board. That's what I say. I'm open to all possibilities for abundance and blessing in my life. I welcome them all with open arms, child. And that's when stuff just start popping off. All opportunities, people approaching you with, deals and, all types of stuff. Okay, Miss Sima. Let's see. Hey, Mama, do you see me getting a job anytime soon? Let's see. Let's see if you will have an opportunity to get a job anytime soon. As long as you're making sure, too, Spirit says that you're putting in the practical work as well. Remember, Spirit helps us best when we are helping ourselves. Ooh, that's a word. I need to remember that. I got to put that on my Facebook page. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. You changed your question? Okay. I didn't already start pulling a child, but you can put that second question down. But I will answer it anyway. You make sure that you are. The star talks about somebody not believing in themselves, lacking faith, and then anytime you're pessimistic, you will not get that new job. Three of Pentacles reverse is co-workers, and then Five of Swords talks about some type of conflict. But things will resolve for you. Your issue might be your faith right now, not truly just believing in yourself, and also making sure that you have to put in that once again that practical work as well. Okay, so what was your second question? I see you asking about your baby's father. Do you want to still keep that one as your second question? Yes, I guess so. Okay. I didn't see it. So y'all know. Y'all got to make sure y'all clear because once I start reading and y'all know I'm getting in the zone, I don't always check back and forth like that because it can throw me off. So, y'all, I'll be back with the donation questions though. It's okay. Trust me. All things come in divine time. Maybe it wasn't meant for you to ask that question. Okay, so let's see your baby's father's mother's intention for the conversation that she had with you. What was her true intentions behind the conversation? Is she to be trusted? That's interesting. Your child's father, I mean your child's baby, your baby daddy mama. Is she the type that ever try to intervene between the two of you? Um, is she like a mother that's very overly smothering or insert her opinion with things? Because the Ten of Cups reverse talks about some sort of separation or breakup. And I'm just trying to make sure I'm looking at this right because the Eight of Pentacles talk about somebody working hard towards that. So how do you feel? Do you trust her? Do you feel like she not his mother? Whose mother is it? Who is this person? What was my baby's father's mother intention in the comment? Yeah, my baby's father's mother. Oh, his baby mother. Okay, so how was okay, the message still stands. Do you trust her? Does she feel like was she problematic? Is what I'm trying to see because I want to make sure I'm looking at this the right way. Because I don't like how this first card, the Ten of Pentacles talks about a broken family or some type of, breakup or separation or issues within the home. His baby mother. No, I don't. You know you don't what? I just want to make sure I'm reading into this the right way for you. Yeah, she is trying to act like she had no problem with me. I don't trust her. I don't trust her. I don't like that too. That Ten of Pentacles, and it looks like she's going out of her way. So I am reading it right. It looks like she's going out of her way to make that happen. And it's like if she accomplishes that, she gonna be happy as hell about that. I wouldn't trust her. That Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups reverse tells it all. Mm-mm. I wouldn't trust her. Sometimes you know what they say. Remember that old saying, right? Keep your enemies close. Keep your friends close, but keep your enemies close. It's like as long as she is close to you, she can kind of know what's going on in your life. She can feel like she can influence you that way. So if I was you, I would not. I don't like that because she definitely going out of her way to do it. She's going out of her way. I wouldn't talk. I mean, I'm not saying you can't be cordial, but I wouldn't be her friend. And whatever she tells you, whatever advice she gives you, I would take careful thought before I consider it. And I definitely would not give her any intel on my business. That blocks, okay, keep her blocked. Keep her blocked. Because she's just trying to be in your mix. Keep her blocked. People be so crazy. They'll pretend like they're your friend. All in the name, of trying to be with a man that don't want them, y'all. You ain't got time for that toxic energy. Yeah, keep her blocked. I wouldn't trust her because it looks like it looks like her goal is to make sure that there is discord between you and your child's father. I wouldn't trust it. She doesn't look trustworthy. So I hope that helps you. Hey, Miss CC. I'm gonna give you a nice reading. Thank you so much for your generous donation. CC, are you here? I think yeah. And yeah, you just had a baby. Oh, that's when tension is really hot. When somebody baby daddy just had a baby about with somebody else rather than if you ain't over that person, that's when they crazy as hell. That's when tensions are really high. That is when jealousy and evil eye at its peak. I would protect my baby. I would let my baby be around, not in a toxic way, but I would definitely try to kind of, especially if you just have. I listen. I'm very hoodoo and omen based and taboo based. When you know that there's jealousy around you, do not post no pictures of your baby. Don't let her lay eyes on that baby. When she around, if you got to put the little throw blanket over that baby's face, you do that. Do not allow her to lay eyes on that baby. Okay. Hey, Miss Cece. Gratitude to you. Thank you so much for your donation. Let's see what your ancestors need for you to know. What I'm going to do, since you gave me such a generous donation, I'm going to put some oracle cards for you and some tarot cards. So let's just open up and see what they need you to know at this time. Spirit said it's all about you right now. Choose happiness. It's time for you to live your best life, and damn sure you need to live it unapologetically. Choose happiness. Walk in optimism. We know misery is a choice. It really is. We cannot stop, things from happening to us that are, less than favorable, but we can decide how we want to react off of it, right? It's a choice to be sad. I'm not saying that it's not justified, but you don't have to live in it, is what I'm saying. Feel it. Feel disappointment, move through it, learn the lesson. So this is just what your spirits want you to know, whether you're going through this right now or not. This is just some answers for you. Spirit is saying, don't restrict yourself. Don't hold back. Do not walk in fear-based emotions. You have a lot of spiritual support and backing for you to do the things that you really truly want to do, the things that you are truly being called to do. Spirit is actually suggesting that you move away or move around some sort of situation. Spirit is saying it is time for you to switch up, and don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid of something new. Where so many of us are, restricted and scared of change. We're scared of the unknown, but Spirit is saying that we got you. Just choose happiness, uplift your vibration, do your spiritual work, and they're going to help you. Spirit is saying you have to choose peace. Once you obtain it, don't let anybody take it away from you. Choosing peace, choosing yourself, choosing your health, putting yourself first as a priority can prevent from any more pain, drama, or damage that may have already occurred in your life to continue to reoccurring. You have to choose yourself in this season, and if that means you got to cut people off, move away, switch a job, whatever you have to do to change up that scenery, Spirit is saying do it, and they're going to support you in every step of the way. As long as you are doing your due diligence, your practical work, and as long as you are doing your spiritual work as well. You need to make sure that you are strong in your spirituality as well. I would definitely give my ancestors some type of offering. If you've been feeling really down and stressed out, you probably need a spiritual head wash too. You might need to wash your head, to wash away any feelings of confusion in your life, or fear-based emotions or feelings. Be careful. There it is. You need to be more spiritual and have faith. Come through, Spirit, for the confirmation. Spirit is saying there is an energy of jealousy around you. Um, don't be consumed by it, and don't get paranoid about it. Just be grateful that you know that energy is around you, so you know how to move going forward. But you definitely need to be more spiritual, Spirit is saying, because you may be struggling on your faith. You need to continue to believe in yourself. And as long as you trust your spirits, you don't worry. You don't become so worrisome, because you know they got you, and you know that you have their blessing, Spirit is saying. But to prevent this jealousy and this evil eye from, touching you, touching your life, make sure you cleanse. Anytime we get jealousy and envy that comes up in our readings, Spirit is saying you need to do some sort of protective work to cleanse and protect yourself. That's very important. So let me pull some cards for you, some tarot cards. They already ready to talk. Ooh. Okay, this is very, very interesting and direct. Spirit is saying right now it is the time to be very careful with your money. You need financial stability is very important, and making sure that you are very responsible for your money. Hold on to your money. Allow your money to invest and grow. Spirit is talking about a lot of good karma as far as career and money coming your way, as long as you make the proper investments when it comes to money. You got to be very, very smart with your money, very smart what you invest your time in, because that's going to help bring you that financial support in the future. So this talks about karma too. This is karmic energy. You do the right thing now, and it will pay off generously in the future, especially as it relates to money for you. You got a lot of choices coming your way. There's a lot of decisions. Don't be fooled. Remember, a lot of choices doesn't mean that there's a lot of good opportunities. Things are going to look good on the outside, but are they the best for you? So be very, very careful with that. You cannot be foolish, because the fool reverse reminds you to choose your choices wisely. You see how he can be, he can take the leap and fly, or he can take the leap off the cliff and fall terribly and cause a lot of pain and heartache. Do not be foolish in your decision making. As a matter of fact, you need to be very clear, and you need to be very wise at this time in your life, especially as it relates to money and your investments as well. Spirit talks about separating you from some people too. The Lovers reverse, and then you have the Page of Pentacles above it as well. Be careful of more money. Be careful of, once again, investing in the wrong things. I don't know if you're an entrepreneur, or you maybe have thinking about going into a partnership, or just even if it's just, co-workers and things. Just be very, very careful with partnership in your life right now. Not to say that you can't have support. That's different. But when it comes to collaborating, signing deals with people and things like that, Spirit is saying be very careful. Don't resist change in your life either. Spirit is saying beautiful and extraordinary opportunities comes from changes and cutting things off and cutting out the old. That's very, very important for you. Be careful of who you invest in your feelings too, your family. When it comes to love, especially intimate love, sometimes when in love and emotions, or there's some emotional problems there, we tend to not make good decisions. That's very important. But really guard your money. Okay, so be careful of deceptive people around you, Spirit is saying. There's some people that might try to act like they're for you, but they're really not. Spirit is talking about family issues or challenges around this time in your life. Be very, very careful of that. Family issues, issues in the home, but you will work through it as well. Spirit is saying that this is the time of your life where you're going to have a lot of faith and have to step into your leadership and start taking initiative. You will probably need to refine your skills around this time as well. That's very important to be opening to improving self-improvement oneself. Spirit is saying, of course, continue to be very spiritual. You're going to have to be very, you're going to have to pray. You're going to have to pray for strength, inner strength and physical strength and fortitude as well in your life. Once again, don't be afraid to get help from other people, but I would just be very careful in who I accept that help from, especially as it relates to your money or anything that you have worked very, very hard for. Spirit talks about blessings, good karma. Once again, especially as it relates to money, if you've been having hard times, Spirit is saying that things are going to turn around for you. You're going to start reaping the fruits of your labor as well. Good news, blessing. Somebody, it speaks in the future position that someone may reach out to you and give you some sort of good news. Spirit is also talking about road opening. Once again, success, your roads being open to success, opportunities, and blessings as well. Just be careful because the wrong people can cause interference with that. That's very, very important. You have a lot of opportunities around you. If I were you, I would probably do some crown and success work to make sure you solidify these opportunities as well. Make sure that these opportunities are firm and not weakened by external circumstances. But the best thing you can do is to really make sure that you are choosing you're making your decisions wisely. That's very, very, very important because once again, you got all these blessings, but our decisions control our fate. Our fate is a destiny. So remember, that goes hand in hand. Your decision making is very important right now. So once again, guard your finances, guard yourself, put yourself first. And the best thing, I'm gonna keep reiterating it. Make good choices and don't be afraid to improve yourself, improve your skills. Because this talks about new challenges, but good challenges. Good challenges. So I hope that helps you. The good challenges, the example I like to use is, say if you got hired for a new position at a job, you're qualified, you got the job of your life, but now you need to know how to work the company. You need to know how to work the skill. You're qualified, you're a good candidate for it, but now you have to realize you have to learn how to work in that position. Or if you get a promotion to management, now you have to learn how to be a manager. So I hope that gave you some clarity. And once again, y'all have to get her a real good reading because she gave me a very nice donation. So blessings. Yes, thank the ancestors. I'm just a vessel. I'm just a messenger. It is not me, y'all. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay, so where are we at? Let me check the comments. Simsima. Hey, Simsim. Oh, you done spent the block, child. Okay. Thank you so much for your donation. Simsima says, I'm back again. What I want to know is, what does Spirit want me to know about putting my child's father on child support? Okay, so let's see. Is it a good idea for the put father on child support? He ain't gonna like it. It might cause a little bit of tension, but that's not your problem. Yeah, it might cause a little tension, but eventually he'll get over it. But the Empress says you need to put your child first. The Empress is the mother of the tarot. It talks about financial support for you. If it makes things easier, it will make things easier for you. You deserve that support. Your child deserves that support. It does see you contemplating on it because you may be worried about his response, but it does look like, there might be a little tension, but it'll quickly resolve. It'll quickly subside, if that makes sense. So I would do it. The Empress says, be a mother first, put your child first. Also, did my baby's father, mother. Okay, so you want to know if his baby mama did some breakup work on you. Let's see. I don't know. Why is the name Stacy? Stacy. A couple of names coming to me as I'm shuffling your cards. Stacy, Isabella. I don't think she did. And if she did try to do something, it didn't work. It didn't work. A majority of her witchcraft, quote unquote, is just gossiping and bad mouthing and using the power of persuasion. If she did try to do something, it didn't work. It did not work. I wouldn't even worry about that. Like they say, when people do witchcraft on you, the last thing you want to do is believe in it because you're feeding that spell. So I wouldn't even worry about it. If you feel like she did, do your protection work and do what you can to do to keep her gaze off your baby. And you continue to move forward. So I hope that helps you. Okay, let's see where we at. Uh-oh, I didn't make the screen too big. Dalen said, hey, Dalen, I ain't seen you in a minute. Happy birthday, child. I want to say I love you and send you energy by my magical my birthday. And I'm super excited. Well wishes to me. Yes, happy early birthday, child. Happy early birthday. I wish blessings and love for you. I'll pour you a happy birthday card. Let's just see what comes out for you. Happy birthday to you, child. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know as far as your birthday tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, be careful. This birthday look like it's about to remove some things out of your life. Keep your guard up tomorrow. I know birthdays are happy and exciting, but make sure that you're celebrating very responsible as well. If you drink or anything like that, make sure you don't overindulge tomorrow. That's very important as well. Be careful of accidents and things like that too. But it looks like some people about to be purged and cleansed out of your life. Birthdays are birthdays are what's the word I'm looking for? They are monumental. It's like holidays. They're very special times. It was a day that you carnated into this earth. You could do a birthday spell. Blowing a candle out is a birthday spell too. You can make a wish. Make sure you even if it's a cupcake. Um, get a small little birthday candle and make your wish. You can do birthday candles. Birthday wishes are spells. So again, happy birthday to you. Okay, y'all. I think I'm caught up. Let me re-scroll, make sure I got everybody, which I'm sure I did. Yes, I did. Okay, y'all. Well, I will be back on here tomorrow. That's the plan. Shout out to my Patreon gang that came in here. Shout out to my YouTube members. That's part of the membership. And if anybody wants to go deeper with any of the information that came out, you can definitely hit me up. I have a few more slots left for the end of the year, before the end of the year is out. This is definitely a good time to do a New Year reading. That's for sure. I've been getting booked for that too. A lot of New Year readings, trying to see what the first 6 months would look like. So, of course, guys, anyway, you can guys hit me up. And remember, y'all, keep y'all notifications on because I got some surprises for y'all. Gang, I'm so excited. I'm trying to keep my mouth shut, y'all. But y'all already know at the end of every year, I always try to to surprise y'all with something. So once again, you guys can reach me at magicalflowerstarot.com, or you guys can hit me up on the Magical Mama line, like I like to call it, the Mama Magical line, and reach out to me. So everybody, peace and blessings, and have a good night.